Hello everyone, it is DragonFu, and hey guys, I don't know if you could tell last week with my Kargath video, but I had a cold, and it's all gone now, so I'm going to be right back up there with my hyper awesome attitude and stuff. Right, so let's jump in right to today's topic. I'm going to be starting a new series, and that's this, and we're basically going to be theory crafting. And this week's topic of what we're going to be theory crafting, let's just jump right into it. I'm going to be theory crafting. Will we be able to see Illidan Stormrage in Warlords Draenor? Because I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, and I think it would be pretty interesting. So first things first, let me just lay down the ground rules for what I'm going to do with this. If you have something to do, if you're on your way to work, if you need to do some chores, if you just want to put this on some background noise to gather materials for your raid, PvP, whatever you may do, this is more going to be like a podcast, laid-back thing that I can kind of just pump out real quick on Sundays or whatever day I decide to make this a normal thing on. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so we're going to see Illidan and Warlords Draenor, and some of you may be going, DragonFu, what the hell are you talking about, man? Why would we see Illidan and Warlords Draenor? Well, first of all, you have to put a little bit of thought into how we would actually see him. First of all, they already announced that they want to do a redemption story, because remember, Chris Metzen asked the BlizzCon, and he said, who wants to see Illidan again? The entire crowd cheered. He was like, oh, I'd love to do a redemption story. Follow my train of thought. So, they already said, there's a guy behind a guy, which means there's first of all, we have our guy, which would be Garrosh Hellscream, and then a guy behind a guy. So, in turn, it could technically be Gul'dan behind Gul'dan, and Gul'dan could be the whole guy behind a guy thing. And Chris Metzen also announced that if you're astute, you can already tell who the main villain of the expansion is. I hope to God that we do not fight Garrosh Hellscream. I am a personal fan of him, and I just don't want to fight him personally. I want him to be on our side. I want him to help us. Hopefully he'll bonk him unconscious like his son. Anyways, so how can we see Illidan? Well, Gul'dan, as you may know, is green on that Draenor. And he's the only one green, which means he's been corrupted by fell magic. He is a warlock. Gul'dan is a warlock in Warlords Draenor. So what does that mean? Well, for one, he can summon demons through the Twisting Nether. There it is. It starts to make more sense, if you think about it. He can summon demons through the Twisting Nether. Okay, so if you guys forgot, or if you just didn't play Warcraft 3, let me rebuff you. Illidan went to Outland. Some of you might be like, oh yeah, I killed Illidan in BC. I was in a top guild. I went back and I found him in the Black Temple for awesome transmog gear or he lays Vazanoth. Okay, you might not know why the hell he was even up there. He ran away to Outlands because Mount Furion banned him from Azeroth, and he just wanted refuge away from Kil'jaeden. Kil'jaeden found him in Outlands. So Illidan was supposed to be dedicated to Kil'jaeden. He's just like, oh no, don't worry, I'll go back to Azeroth, and I'll kill the Lich King. Because the Lich King is your puppet, and he's disobeyed you. But I'm going to cover that on a different topic, because that's too big of a story. So how can we see Illidan in Warlords Draenor, you may be asking? How can we possibly see Illidan? Well, let me give you a little bit of lore. A demon takes 10,000 years to pull himself through Twisting Nether. After Ner'zhul will die, or if he's already dead, depending on how the story went with who was alive at the end of Icecrown Citadel, Ner'zhul is pulling his body through the Twisting Nether. That will take 10,000 years to do on his own. He's pulling it through. He's hauling ass. We're going to be long and dead by the time Ner'zhul comes back. Because after a demon or a warlock becomes so powerful, they can't die. They just simply go back to the Twisting Nether to regain a physical body eventually. So what, Illidan's actually in the Twisting Nether right now, and he's pulling his body through actively because he acquired the ultimate demon form. And that's the entire point of the Demon Hunters. They want to acquire a demon form and a high level of fell magic so they can combat demons. So what they could do is they could end up making Gul'dan. So what they could do is Kil'jaeden, I would imagine, he's the demigod. So time is irrelevant to him. Also, I'm pretty sure the Twisting Nether on Warlords Draenor's ultimate timeline and on Azeroth's timeline, Outlands timeline, is the same Twisting Nether, because the Twisting Nether is just vast. It's an everlasting void, basically. So, wouldn't Illidan be pulling his soul through there? That's my theory on it. So if Illidan's pulling his soul through there, And Kil'jaeden is this rockin' hard, awesome demigod. I imagine they're just gonna have one Kil'jaeden. One Kil'jaeden. The same Kil'jaeden that was on Azeroth that we punched down the Sunwell is gonna show up on Draenor. Now, first of all, if that's true, he's going to be pissed because we punched him down. He has a personal grudge against us. He didn't until we punched him down back into his hole. So he can be like, hey, Gul'dan, buddy, yeah, you remember that little annoying demon hunter that betrayed me? Yeah, pull him through the Twisting Nether and take one of the dead night elves that died fighting on Draenor and make him into his body, or they can do something along that line. Although that would make him into a Death Knight. They could turn it a ton of different ways, but they could pull Illidan through the Twisting Nether. Now, hold on. You're probably thinking, aren't we going for a redemption story? This would be the perfect opportunity to bring Malfurion Stormrage back into the story. I was so disappointed whenever we went to Mount Hyjal and it was Thrall and Malfurion, and I was just like, they need Malfurion. They need Malfurion. Malfurion's my favorite character, by the way, if you guys can tell. And Thrall got separated, and then Malfurion was just like, well, it's time to go warn the Cenarian Circle, and then he flew away. And I was like, you gotta be effing kidding me. They have not utilized this character at all. Malfurion's so powerful. Night Elf Lore has been destroyed. But anyways, what they could do is Illidan could be summoning demons, and he could be like, damn it, I got resurrected by Kil'jaeden. Damn it. That's basically what will end up happening. He's going to be like, damn it, I got resurrected, and I'm screwed. So, yeah, my theory is we can make this awesome quest line that either it could be both factions, or I'd be okay with Alliance, and I play Horde, so I'm not being biased at all. Alliance could go back and be like, Malfurion, your brother has returned from the Twisting Nether, and he threatens Draenor, and Malfurion will be like, damn it! And he's just gonna get really angry, he's gonna be like, I'm coming back, and I'm gonna get back into the story, and I'm gonna take Illidan, I'm gonna tell him, he's just like, oh, just make Malfurion really mad. That would be a way to get two birds into the story with one stone. But, I got off track a little bit. How are we going to get Illidan back into the story? Well, Malfurion can go back. And Malfurion can be pissed. And then you also have this, this struggle, because, like, Thrall went to Draenor, and he was trying to control the elements. There has to be nature on Draenor. There has to be. The Cenarian expedition was there in Zangarmarsh. So Malfurion will be communing with nature on Draenor, and you have Malfurion on Draenor, and then he's just really pissed, and he finds Illidan, and he's like, how dare you come back? It's just like, you're gonna try to attack Azeroth? Again? Really? So, you make a scene where Malfurion is about to execute Illidan, because, remember, he already vouched for him once, and he betrayed him. Straight up. Just betrayed him. Illidan has betrayed Malfurion a lot, so he should be really, really pissed at this point. And then they could be like, oh, no, wait, I got pulled back by Gul'dan, I want to help you guys. That is a very easy way they can make Illidan have a redemption story. Like, that's a very easy way they can make Illidan have a redemption story. You can be like, no, brother, I want to help, I was just forced to fight with the demons. So that's one way they can bring him back. And that's really the only way that I can foresee it. They have potential to do that. They can pull him through a Twisting Nether. Gul'dan can summon him. Ner'zhul can summon him if they make him evil again. So yeah, there's a ton of potential to bring Illidan back, and that is my theory on bringing Illidan back. So I hope you guys like this talk show kind of podcast thing, because I like it. It's more laid back. I don't really need to go